Hello everybody, it's Baddaddy here. I'm going to be doing a Q&A with some questions that were submitted to us. I think Valerie had posted it on Instagram maybe. But anyways, I've got a lot of questions here. I'm going to try to get through them. I'll try to get through them fairly quickly. Some of them are going to take maybe a little bit of explanation. So here we go. First question is, how are you finding retirement? Any advice for those of us thinking about it? Um, I like to joke and tell people when they ask me how's retirement going, I joke and say, hey, I highly recommend it. So it's going well. Thank you for this question. Um, Advice for people having worked in human resources. I had an interest in talking to people before they retired and then also after they retired. And my, from what I'd read and from what I've talked to people, obviously, number one, finances are key. You need to make sure that you've got all that lined up, that you're going to be able to live according to the comfort level that you desire in retirement. Obviously, most people have to scale down in some way. So, check your IRAs, check your 401ks, how much you have in the bank, whether your house is paid off or not. Those types of things. Your health, you need to look at that. Look at insurance, etc. But overall, you just need to plan and budget for it. And make sure that you're going to be happy in retirement. I've talked to some people over the years that 6 months after they retired, they said they were bored to death. So having hobbies, having travel plans, having things to do, people to connect with, that type of thing is very important. How did you get your nickname, Bad Daddy? Years ago, Jessica kind of came up with this game that she developed called Good One, Bad One. And Bad Daddy just morphed from that. She and I kid each other and tease each other a good bit, so that's how that came about. Have you ever run a marathon? I have not run a full marathon. I've ran two half marathons, finished around 2 hours on both of them. Both of them were not in good temperature conditions. One was started out, it was about 38 degrees. It was in February in Birmingham, Alabama. I ended up in the low 40s by the time I was done. The other one was at about 50 degrees, but it was extremely windy. It was along the Tennessee River in Chattanooga. But I probably am not going to do a full marathon ever, but we'll see. What's your favorite TV show? That's a hard one. I like lots of different things that I've watched, but I would probably go now. Within the last few years, it's probably been Game of Thrones. What's your favorite movie? Again, I liked a lot of movies. I've liked a lot of the Star Wars movies, several other types of movies. But I remember when I was a kid watching Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and that has just made a mark on me. I don't know why I've liked that, and I remember liking it so well, but that would be a good one as an answer. Do you do anything special to relax? Um, you know, I don't feel like I need to relax that much. I'm pretty steady, with a lot of things in terms of stress. But I do like to read. I do like to stretch. It's not yoga per se, but a lot of times I'll go in the workout room, turn the light off. It's not completely dark or anything like that, but that does help kind of calm me down a little bit if I need it and makes me feel good. When on a father daughter date with Jessica and Hannah at Starbucks, what do you order? I've never specifically been there with Hannah or Jessica, excuse me, but I have been to Starbucks multiple times with Hannah. I usually don't have a specific drink there. Hannah usually recommends something, and that's what I get. Um, does she fear your voice or think you're upset when you aren't? I'm assuming this is about Jessica. I don't think she fears my voice. use my normal voice. I think sometimes if I am acting a little frustrated about something, she might, but I don't think she gets upset or scared at my normal voice. Were you ever in the military? No, I was not. Which is your favorite dog and why? And I'm assuming this is asking about Daryl and Zoe. I love Daryl and I love Zoe both very much. I enjoy spending time with them and playing with them and walking with them. But I think that Zoe and I just connected well before um, we got Daryl. And I think that Zoe just is more in tuned with me and wants to be with me a little more than Daryl. But they're both great dogs and I like them both a lot. Do you like to cook? Not really. Do you have any hobbies besides working out? I like to read. I'm studying Spanish on Duolingo online, and I enjoy doing that. I enjoy getting out and doing some things. Sometimes I like to go out and eat and read at a restaurant, so that's fun. Favorite nerd activity? Um, Probably it would be reading if some people think that's nerdy to do, as opposed to doing something more active or with other people. Okay, that wraps up, I guess, session one of the Q&A with Bad Daddy. I appreciate you watching, and we'll do session two soon. Bye.